A run. This is Bettis. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 10-yard line.
To throw, Vick. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Now Vick on 4th down, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard pickup.
Dillon again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A.J. Dillon. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Slot man moves right.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, Vick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Throwing on 2nd and long. Vic, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
3rd and long for Vic. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Lawrence Taylor make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Our home team 7, visitors nothing.
Here goes Vic on 4th down. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run again with Dillon. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Dillon. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A.J. Dillon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Vic will look to throw on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
It's 2nd down.
Vic readies to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Lawrence Taylor. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. 4th down, Vick. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
They give to Dillon out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
A.J. Dillon
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 10.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Vick. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They run once more with Dillon.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
A.J. Dillon
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 28-0.
Visitors, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To try again after the sack. Vick under pressure again, and down he goes again. William the Refrigerator Perry. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Here's Michael Vick. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
You doing okay over there, partner? Because that's yet another sack in this game that you just had to call. We're not even at halftime yet. No wonder this team has the lead. What an effort by the defense right from the word go. The adjustments at halftime, they're going to have to be big, or this could really get ugly in the second half.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the gun, it's Dillon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A.J. Dillon, 29 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better.